everyone, it's Pixie and welcome to my channel. This is my first ever YouTube video, so if you don't already know who I am, let me introduce myself real quick. I'm Pixie and I'm mostly a variety streamer over on Twitch. Currently, I'm mostly playing a lot of Sims and Pokemon Let's Go on my channel, so if you happen to be interested in any of that at all, I'll have my link down in the description below. Or you may be watching this on my channel right now. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to post it on Twitch as well, but I'll figure that out when the time comes. But in today's build, I built a barbecue restaurant. I got the inspiration to build this because I was actually at a barbecue restaurant myself the other day. I really enjoy the coziness and the charm in barbecue restaurants, so I wanted to try my best at recreating that in my game. The first thing I did was look online for some references and for even more inspiration, but with just a quick Google search, I had no luck finding any pre-existing barbecue builds in The Sims 4. It honestly wasn't until I started drafting up the menu that I realized why this probably was the case. I mean, granted, there probably are builds out there. Like I said, I just did a quick Google search, so I have no clue. There definitely could be some out there and I just missed it, but yeah, when I was trying to make the menu, I realized there's not a ton of barbecue foods in The Sims 4. Like, we have barbecues that you can make like hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff, but there's nothing like ribs or pulled pork, like, you know, the classic food that you would find in a barbecue restaurant. So I did my best to make the menu as fitting as I could. You know, when you put this in your game, if you want in your game, you can change it up if you'd like, if you think of something that I didn't think of. But oh, fun fact about those little, I want to call them jukeboxes, but they're not jukeboxes. The little, like, speakers up, that I put up there, they play blues music, which I thought was super fitting. I have a weakness for tiny details, so yeah, I was excited about that. Here I'm putting, just pictures up that are like very like jazzy and music and stuff, so I put those up. I thought that was pretty fitting for a barbecue restaurant. I mean, I feel like every barbecue restaurant I've ever been to, the walls have been cluttered with just like pictures and all kinds of stuff to look at, so that's what I tried to recreate here. Not with where I've placed them right now. I'm just kind of putting them out there to, you know, save those pictures to put in later. But yeah. So, like I said, this is my first ever YouTube video. Meaning this is the first time I've ever done a voiceover. So, sorry in advance if I'm overly awkward or weird or boring or I don't know. I am just honestly doing my best, and I really admire the people who do voiceovers, and they've got lots of stories to say, and they sound so collected, and because I've instantly learned that this is not as easy as I thought it would be. So looking back, I'm doing the bathrooms now. I put a lot of brick in here in this build, and for the bathrooms, I probably would have maybe put just a wall color or something to just break it up a bit. I don't hate all the brick, there's just a lot of it, so yeah, I think that's something that I would do different looking back on it. Also, all those like really cool paintings and posters that I pulled out there, you'll see me do it in like literally just a second after I'm done with the bathrooms. I thought I could put them in the inventory, but I forgot that when you're building on like a public lot, there is no family inventory. So I lost them all. So I was looking back and I was like, oh, some of these are really cool, but, and I didn't put them in, but I think it turned out, really well, what I did put in here. The color scheme I went for was like dark woods and red chairs, which I really liked. I thought that fit really well. I have some booths in there, which I really like. And yeah, I'm pretty much, I'm very happy with this build overall. I think it turned out really well. Also, man, look at how beautiful that lighting is. I know I remember when like the update came for the lighting and everyone was like, wow, this lighting's so beautiful, but like I was never able to have it because I never had a computer that could handle it, but now I do. I'm so thankful to my community. They helped me be able to have this beautiful computer so I can make this kind of content for you guys. So I'm very excited. I get to branch out and try new things. So yeah. Oh, I have a story for you guys. And if you have been to my streams and stuff, you may have been there to witness this. But the other day, over on a recent stream of mine, I was playing the 100 Baby Challenge. I thought, oh, this will be so much fun. Like, I've watched a bunch of people play it. I really want to play it. I played it for 7 hours straight, and my game crashed on me. 7 hours, and my game crashed. And of course, like, it was partially my fault because I didn't save, and I know, but like, oh my gosh. 7 hours. And like, my game was running perfectly, at least so I thought, but out of nowhere, I just couldn't click on anything, and everything was frozen. The only thing I could click on was like the speeds of the game, and then I could click on the options. So I went to options and I went to save my game. I was like, okay, I can save it. I can fix this. I was there for like maybe 20 minutes, maybe even a half hour trying to save, and it never saved. And so I had to call it quits. It was a bummer. It was such a bummer. But I also didn't realize how long the 100 Baby Challenge was going to take. 7 hours, and like I had 6 kids. And that wasn't even just in the 7 hours. That was 7 hours plus some other hours of me playing it in a different stream. But yeah, it took a long time. So I'm feeling a little discouraged. I don't really want to go back into that save, so maybe I'll just work on some speed builds for the time being. Here I'm doing something kind of stupid. I was like, oh, let me try to be creative with it. I thought it would look interesting. I immediately was like, I hate this. As you can see, I fixed it. But then I brought these columns up, and I thought that looked really cool. It kind of gives the build some dimension. So I'm really proud of that. I think that looks really nice. I'm really happy with how this build turned out. Like, on the interior and the exterior, I think it looks really good. I'm very proud of it. But yeah, I'm still not over the other day with my game crashing. That was such a bummer. Ugh. I didn't even know the 100 Baby Challenge was gonna take so long. What's your guys' favorite challenge in The Sims? Let me know in the comments down below. I definitely want to play more challenges on stream, so let me know some of your favorites that you have played or that you really enjoy watching, and maybe I can try it out. I was thinking about doing the Not So Berry challenge on stream. I was actually setting that up on stream the other day. I made my sim and everything, so that was a lot of fun. Here I am trying to landscape. I'm really bad at landscaping, and that's the #1 thing that I'm really excited to, like, hopefully improve. I understand how landscaping works. How, like, you know, the tallest plants go in the back and the shorter in the front. But I just haven't really figured out how to make it flow and look really natural yet, so I really hope I improve on that. And here I am flipping through a million different trees. I had to find the perfect tree. And I like this one with the little yellow flowers. I think they look nice. They look good with the flowers down in the little planter box. Here I am just reviewing, making sure I like everything. And yeah, like I said, I'm really happy with this build. And then I add some more decoration on the outside. So I add some graffiti, and then I'm going to do this really cool thing, which I'm really proud of. I thought about, like, the streets in LA. If you've ever been to LA, you know there's, like, tons of posters everywhere with, like, up-and-coming movies or up-and-coming concerts and shows and stuff. So that's kind of what this was inspired by. Just posters everywhere. It kind of made me feel like, oh, your game is alive. There's people coming around and posting, like, what's going on for these events and stuff. So I really liked that, really proud of that. And yeah. I know later I kind of take a break from it, and I go and I play some other stuff down, but then I revisit it because I'm like, oh, let me, I decided I didn't want it just on the inside, I want it on the inside and the outside, because at first I thought, like, oh, that's a little walkway, that's where your Sims see it, and then I was like, well, no, I should put them everywhere, so I kind of have them scattered here and there everywhere, and, like I said, I kind of sound like a broken record, but I'm really proud of this one. I like this, how this turned out. I thought it was, like, a great use of those, like, little walls or, like, posts that I made. And that pretty much wraps up this build. I'll have my origin ID down in the description below, so you guys can add this build into your game if you'd like. Bye guys! I'll see you all next time.